Okay, everything is set and everything is good. Hey, what's happening, all my Dragonlings? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damian-D.Dragon, and welcome to the gaming news, where we're going to be running down the list of all our very favorite gaming experiences throughout the week, and then preface it for all of you in a very short order. If I sound very, fucked up, is because I just woken up and for some reason I do have shortness of breath, so this is weird. And no, I do not have corona. I'm not getting sick, and I do not have a cold or a fever. So anyway, this is actually how I wake up. For some reason, I'll figure something out. Anyway, most of our stuff is going to be focused on the PlayStation 5 today. Has not been very many Xbox related stuff or too many gaming related stuff. So I'm going to probably run down the recap of what we've had for this week. But I do want to give a shout out to Call of Duty Warzone for becoming one of the fastest growing non-mobile game ever. And actually, and this is the headline coming off of the ccn.com, which actually is the website that's coming for our first, news piece. So, hey. It says Activision has announced that the latest Battle Royale sensation, Call of Duty Warzone, has already hit 15 million players. So congratulations to Call of Duty Warzone. Anyway, now that that's done, now that it's over with, on with our news. The PS5. We run down the PS5 so damn much that this should just be titled PS5 News. Anyway, this comes from the ccn.com, and this is published on March 8th, 2020 at 1 p.m. from Max Moeller at Max Mole on Twitter, I believe. And it says, the PlayStation 5 is about to milk you for every last penny. This doesn't sound very good. An industry insider recently hinted that a more powerful PlayStation 5 will launch with the base model. This will be justified by a subscription service. Oh boy. PlayStation will probably release a pro version of the PS5, which will likely include a subscription service. The prices and fees are about to start adding up. That's not good. PlayStation 5 might have a more expensive pro model at launch. Consoles are about to be serialized like mobile phones. Keeping up is about to be exhausting and pricey. Oh boy. How do I think that this is going to be a very horrible, horrible thing? Whew. Anyway, oh god, allergies. An industry insider has hinted that a more powerful PlayStation 5 will launch alongside the base model. This move would combat the Xbox Series X, while the standard PS5 would compete with Microsoft's weaker, unannounced console, Lockhart. An excerpt from the post, it says Sony is releasing two PS models. The base PS5 is 9 teraflops. Their other one is also top of the line to compete with Xbox Series X top dog. This will make sense now as to why people are getting mixed numbers for each of the platforms. I also heard that the top of the line models will be expensive. No pricing, but I would have guessed around $600. Oh boy. That is gonna be some shit. Okay, what I'm gonna take off of that is that, yeah, it's going to get very pricey, but what I took from that is that a subscription service. We don't need more subscription services. For fuck's sake. I'm sorry, but there is no goddamn way that anybody is going to start a subscription service. If you want to sell, we all know how badly people are trying to monopolize shit. Take a look at loot boxes. Do you see the fiasco with that? That seems really stupid for any game company to start using a subscription service for their new system. I doubt I'm going for the Pro model, to be honest. And let's be very frank. If this is the case, and we're looking at the PlayStation 4, well, not the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5 Pro model at $600, then the base model should be around $400 or $450. That's good. The bad news is, people who shell for the Pro model will also be paying for a subscription service. So that's $600, I would say $630, $650. What the fuck? I'm not even gonna attempt to try to logic my way out of this one. If that's the case, Sony, please change your plans. Because we have one crisis right now. We don't need another crisis based on the PlayStation 5. Don't make people go to the Xbox. That's your whole thing. You want people to buy your console. Now, buy your console, get pissed, and then delete your console. You already patented up to PlayStation 10. Let's not kill it halfway. Okay. Coming off of that, this is from gizchina.com, and this was written... It doesn't say who it was written by. Nah, that's okay. It says Sony PS5 can show realistic pictures, developers claim. In recent times, Sony's upcoming console PS5 has been a topic of great concern for many gaming enthusiasts. Whether you are a fanboy or an analyst. Every piece of information seems relevant for now. Official information is very scarce. Thus, we strongly rely on developers' view and reports for now. Today, the developers of the game Martha is Dead, LKA Studio, have revealed some information regarding the Sony PS5 to the public. Specifically, Luca Dalco, the head of LKA Studios, revealed in a recent issue of official British PlayStation magazine, April 2020, that the technical capabilities of the PlayStation 5 can make their studios create amazing visual effects, especially in horror games. I have a feeling that my heart is going to stop very soon. We don't need more visual effects in horror games. That means we don't need to jump more at Outlast. That's not a good thing. In the interview, he had nothing but praise for the powerful features of the PlayStation 5. Specifically, he's happy with the image texture density feature. His words is, the PS5 specs are incredible with additional graphics and support for systems that include ray tracing technology. A studio has been working for 4 years, and Martha is Dead will strive to achieve photo quality pictures. We are glad to see that the next generation of hardware systems can support our vision of bringing such a picture to players. We have done a lot to use the highest resolution textures possible on PS4, and we are also satisfied with it. However, PS5's support for textile texture density still makes us incredible, which means that at higher resolutions, the visual effects will also be fully refined. So, that just coming out of one of the developers, which is for Martha is Dead. I believe that's one of the PS5 games that's going to be coming out very soon, going alongside of Godfall. So, we're hoping that this is a snap into what is going to be coming very soon for the PlayStation 5. An incredible ray tracing, high resolution graphics. We're feeling like more of we're leaning toward more of the Death Stranding side. So I'm very happy with the way the thing's going. So okay, but that's one studio. We're hoping that that is what we're going to be getting. Next thing, This is coming from comicbook.com, and this is coming off of the editor. Well, not the editor, but the writer of this article is Tyler Fischer. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, Tyler. But his name is Fischer. So I don't know whether it's Fisher or Fischer. So I'm sorry, man. I'm hoping I got one of those two names right. And this was written on 3/10/2020, 8:23 p.m. EDT. And it says, PlayStation teases what type of PS5 games it's making. So it starts off. During a recent interview, head of Worldwide Studios, Herman Hulst, teased what type of PS5 games Sony is making. As you may know, this generation, Sony Interactive Entertainment has killed it from an exclusives standpoint. PlayStation Studio around the world are some of the best in the business. Just this generation, we've got God of War, Uncharted 4 at Thief's End, Marvel Spider-Man, which I am actually playing on Thursdays. Come check me out, because Marvel Spider-Man is an amazing fucking game, and I love it to pieces. And yes, I'm going to keep on saying the F word as many times as I feel like it, because we need to avoid Kappa. Ha ha ha. And my friends can't silence me no more. Ha ha. Because they're doing it too. Ha ha ha. Horizon Zero Dawn, Bloodborne, Until Dawn, and many more. I love the Bloodborne and I love Until Dawn. Meanwhile, it still has games like The Last of Us Part 2, which is an instant classic, and Ghost of Tsushima. Never heard of the game. Both of which look like they could be the console's most impressive exclusive games yet. Then that's something I need to look into. That said, if you've played many of or most of PlayStation 4's exclusive games, you'll probably have recognized a pattern among them. They are all narrative-driven, single-player games. Indeed. It's been a successful strategy for Sony, and it's a strategy it will be sticking by with the PS5. When asked about the future of Worldwide Studios going into the next generation and beyond, the aforementioned host noted that Sony is committed to making more single-player narrative-driven games. Which that should tell you something. Because actually that is how you create some really good story. Like, not everything needs to be all multiplayer. Like, having something like GTA, like Call of Duty and all that, that's one thing. But for your exclusives, maybe you don't want to show off what exactly your visuals is going for. And just show off what the system can hold and what it can do. So, that's something that everyone wants to lean toward. We're very committed to dedicated hardware as we were before, said Hulse while speaking to PlayStation Blog. We're going to continue to do that, and we're very committed to quality exclusives and to strong narrative-driven single-player games. At the same time, we're going to be very open to experimentation, to new ideas, just trying things out to see what works. I think that's also very much part of the DNA of Worldwide Studios. As you can see, not only is Sony sticking with its bread and butter, but it's looking to experiment and roll the dice on some new ideas. Whether this will be done within the same parameter or lead to an exploration of other genres, who knows. Well, it's exciting to hear the company won't be resting on its laurels. Too much. Okay. The PlayStation 5 is set to release sometime this holiday season. At the moment of publishing, Sony hasn't revealed any of its first-party games. However, we do have plenty of confirmed PS5 games, all which you can read about right here. I'm not gonna put a gleam link to it. Okay. That being said, I did have another, commentary thing for that. But that just tells you something in where the PlayStation 5 is headed in terms of gaming. Single-player, narrative-driven, story-based single-player games. That is something we're going to be looking forward to. But that's a good thing. Like, Until Dawn and something like, God of War and all that. That's something that needs to be, shown off. Like, those are some of the best games on the console of the PlayStation 4 right now. And to see it going further into the PlayStation 5 and with its incredible graphics that is boasting and some of the incredible ray tracing, it's gonna look absolutely fucking amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to see it to believe it. But for me personally, when the PlayStation 5 does release, as long as I see it hasn't imploded on itself, and I'm still doing Damian-Dragon Plays, which I should be. I'm not giving up anytime soon. Actually, the funny thing is that Spider-Man is stopping sometime in July. So July, hold on. June, July, August, September, October. Hold on. August, September, October, November, December. 5 months. 5-6 months. I will have a PlayStation 5 after the PlayStation drops. After Spider-Man gets done. So 5 months after Spider-Man drops. And most likely a couple times after I drop everything else. So most likely I'll be beating the games I set out to play within that set time. So yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on to our next topic, which should be our last. I did have another picture, furled up, so I don't think everyone wants to see the same graphic for the entire time. That's kind of really messed up. So, anyway. Okay, this comes from the BGR.com. And this is written by Chris Smith, March 13th, 2020 at 10:25 a.m. And it says, Sony just revealed a huge PS5 detail, and we nearly missed it. Okay. This is some of the bullet points from the article. It says, Sony hasn't revealed anything new about the PlayStation 5 in several months, even though Microsoft unveiled the Xbox Series X design and main specs. We had 2 separate surprise announcements. But Sony's head of PlayStation's Worldwide Studios did address a key detail about the upcoming console PS5 games. Henry Hull said that... okay. Is this... seriously? The eyes of the gaming world are all on Sony and Microsoft right now, as the company is prepared to release 2 of the most important gadgets of the year. We're talking about the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, of course, which will hit stores this fall no matter what happens with this novel coronavirus pandemic. So we are going to be getting it regardless of the coronavirus. There are worries about stock shortages at launch since the outbreak might still impact production. The console should reach stores this holiday season. At this point, Sony is losing the console launch war with Microsoft because the latter is a couple of steps ahead when it comes to announcements. Microsoft showed the Xbox Series X design in December and followed up in mid-February with an almost complete set of specs and features. Sony, meanwhile, has been quiet on both fronts. We have no idea what the PS5 will look like in the console's official specs, also missing in action. But Sony did just reveal a considerable detail with the PS5, and we nearly missed it. The PlayStation needs to check a few key boxes to become an instant success. First of all, it has to be as affordable as possible, given the massive performance expected of it. Secondarily, it has to offer decent storage so gamers can fit plenty of next-gen games on it. Thirdly, the console has to be backwards compatible so that all PS4 games can be played on the new hardware. That is a good thing, and we did get that. And finally, the PS5 has to deliver plenty of new games made specifically for the powerful CPU, GPU, and SSD combo. Rumors say the PS5 will retail for around $499. Exact, so probably about with tax $500 and $520, give or take, which is a great price for a gaming rig of this magnitude. As for storage, the console is rumored to ship with a 1 terabyte SSD inside, which will be more than decent for most people. The backward compatibility feature has been addressed several times, with Sony confirming that it's priority for the company. We expect the PS5 to support all PS4 titles, although reports say that console will also run plenty of games made for even older PlayStation generations. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is also there are reports saying that the console will run plenty of games made for even older PlayStation consoles. So more likely, we will be getting a backwards compatibility for the PlayStation 3, and if we're lucky, the PlayStation 2. Yes. When it comes to exclusive PS5 games, we have no idea what to really expect from Sony and its partners, but Sony's head of Worldwide Studios Herman Hulse opened up on the matter. The execs didn't reveal any new Sony titles for the PS5, but did acknowledge that these are the most exciting times when you develop on a console, and that Sony Studios are super hard at work. Hulse did expound on what he expects from gaming the next gen. Exactly what I put up for the last time. Narrative, story-driven, single-player games. And that's what we're going to be looking at. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are getting backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 4. And we are getting reports that there are going to be backwards compatibility with most likely PlayStation 3. And if we're lucky, the PlayStation 2. I don't know about PS1. I hope. I would love to play some PS1 games. I'd love to play the original Crash Bandicoot. But we don't know about that just yet. It has not been fully confirmed. It's only reports. But it has been confirmed that we are getting backwards compatibility with the PS4. Whew. At least I can still play some of my games. But that is a really good thing, that it may top up at $499, $510 if you're gonna go for tax, depending on where you are in the world. Where I am, for the tax, it's $499. That'll be more like $510, and that's something. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the gaming news this week. Hope everyone has had a wonderful, wonderful week. But as I said, I am playing Marvel's Spider-Man for PlayStation 4 on the channel. Come and check it out. It has just come back. So I won't leave a link. You guys can find it underneath my thing, and you can come back every Thursday. And that's when I'll be playing around the same time as this uploads. So come in, have a lot of fun. I can guarantee you it's going to be an amazing adventure with me. But when it comes to the PlayStation 5, do I think it's going to be an amazing console? Yes. Does some of the rumors have a very screwed up and skewed look at maybe what we could get in terms of subscription service? Yes. Am I worried about that? Absolutely. But will it deter me from picking the PlayStation 5 console? Absolutely not. I've always been a PlayStation 5. I've always been a PlayStation player. I have nothing against the Xbox. But what turned me off of the Xbox was the Red Ring of Death. I know they've, skewed that. And later generations with the Xbox One and all that, I could have gotten the Xbox One before I got the PlayStation 4. I could have done that. But I've always been a PlayStation player. I've had the PlayStation 1, I've had the PlayStation 2, I've had the PSP, I've had the PlayStation 3, I have a PlayStation 4, and I will have a PlayStation 5. And it's not that I'm worried about the console. And it's not that I'm scared that the console is gonna do horribly. It's that I'm an avid PlayStation fan. I don't have no problem with the Xbox, but it's just I prefer one console over another. It's been my lifeblood for very many years, and it will continue to be for as long as the PlayStation is being sold. If I get a PlayStation 6, I'm gonna go for the PlayStation. I've been playing it since I was a child, and I will play it until I die. I'll most likely get an Xbox at some point. As soon as everything aligns in my room, and within the year I will have a ton of things set up, like my own recording set up and all that. But that just tells you everything you need to know. I'll have my own I have my own desk. I'll have a small thing where I can put my consoles and everything. So I'll probably have a PlayStation 4, a PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Xbox Series X, and all that. And I will go on my way to get a couple of old consoles so I can just own some of the games and just make myself a gaming paradise room. But that's just a look into the future from me. When it's gonna come to fruition, I don't know, but I got really off track, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just say that I am more in tune with playing the PlayStation than I am with playing an Xbox. So, spare me, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have any hatred toward any other console. I love the PlayStation. Not that I hate the Xbox, I just love the PlayStation. It's my preferred console. If I could play an Xbox, I would be happy to play an Xbox. But I love what I have. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. I think I've gone on long enough. I'm sorry that things have been a little quirky with me lately. But Damian-Dragon Plays is going to be continually coming out. As I said, it's going to be going into July. And July is probably when I'm going to start another game going into the PlayStation 5 season. And, the holiday season of 2020 and going into 2021. Unlike my friends that stop and start games, well, they don't start, but that get their games over with relatively quickly. Me, I take the time to preserve the game and play it to its fullest and experience the game. I can't say the same for my friends. If I don't know how they see their gaming, but I take my gaming very seriously. So if you guys want to check out some of my gaming, then please go watch Marvel's Spider-Man. It's uploaded every Thursday, and there will be no breaks in between. It's uploaded every Thursday, every week. So if you want to come in and see some stuff from me, that will be the case. If you guys want to check out some stuff that I'm doing down below on my personal channel, I'm playing Disney's Magical Mirror, The Sims 3, not The Sims 4, The Sims 3, and I've been playing Deadpool, Pokemon Emerald, and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess on Wednesdays and Fridays respectively. Come check out my channel down below. But also go check out all of our wonderful creators down below as well. I love watching some of Jimmy's stuff. I love watching Chaos' stuff. Chewy, he needs to start uploading more. The Pleb Lord. He needs to start uploading because his channel is slowly dying. And come check out some stuff from Tech-It and our buddy Mega Man. Please come check us all out. It's going to be a wonderful time. So, have fun with all of our creators. Because they're a bunch of mad lads. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. But, good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you Dragonlings back inside of the world of the gaming news. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Damian-Dragon action. Peace.